Welcome back to The Law Factor Live. I'm here with Joycey Medrick, and we're talking about St. Lucia Fashion Week and fashion, you know, on the whole. And we see Joycey practically all the time when we talk about fashion, when we think of fashion. And she puts a lot of time and effort in doing it, and doing it properly, I have to say. So I want to ask you, Joycey, a bit about you in terms of, gosh, when you think of St. Lucia and the things that you've done for your collections, I mean, do you see any of the results yet?
Yes, I have. I have seen lots of results. I've seen a lot of, there are lots of success stories. Like you say, some people may not care to admit or give me the credit for, you know, sharing with them. And I like to say sharing because I too benefit from the relationships. But yes, I have.
Okay, well, we have a selection of images that I would like to show our viewers, and perhaps you could talk us through some of the images that you're seeing and how pertinent they are.
Okay.
Tell us about this.
This is Munya. This is the first time she came in 1996. She actually carried a piece for Esther Fortune, which gave Esther, which she's now called Queen Esther, but at the time her collection, her line or her brand was called Shitanoff Designs.
Okay.
And Munya helped propel her, you know, as one of the celebrities carrying for
and we have Queen Esther now carrying the flag for St. Lucia.
Yes.
She's a
quite
wonderful
a talented
lady.
She's very, very talented. People may misunderstand her because she's so full of energy, and
but
I guess that's what happens to those of us who are of the creative mind. People always think that we're strange, but
but you know what I like about people in the fashion industry? I actually think what you see is what you get, and there's no beating around the bush. If it's good, it's good. If it's not good, it's not good.
I agree.
You know, why be gentle about it? Because it's so important. Fashion, you've got to get it right. It's so important. All right, so let's look at anything else that we have. What's this?
We did the history of fashion in St. Lucia back to the factory days. This is a picture of roses back in the days when they had their factory in
gosh, I
Bizet.
remember that.
That's how big it was. And they had 62 people employed. And this is why I still believe that, you know, this is talent that people have moved on. I'm sure, you know, they're all grown up now. But there is still room and a need for us to be able to provide the support to.
I bet you there were some people in that picture thinking, my gosh, you know, that was me, or I can remember those days. Where did she get that picture from? It's one of those kind of pictures.
I've done a lot of work. A lot of work in doing research.
Wow, okay.
This is Jackie O.
Now, I mean, everyone, I mean, I'd like to speak to Larissa about this as well, you know, because this lady was just classy, elegant, dynamic. Did you think she ever got it wrong in terms of when she was out there in the public and her dress sense?
No, I don't think so. I think but also we have to bear in mind that people like Jackie Kennedy, Onassis, had their personal stylist. They had people to help them, to make sure everything was in place and laid out for them. So you really can't get it wrong. But she, you know, she was just a classy, very simple woman, but classy.
Now, I know you know, you're also very classy, very
when
you decide to. I mean, we all do in our own way.
I have my moments, But I do like, I mean, for me, I love the classic. I love being beautiful. I like the whole glamour. I like long. I like to transform. I like to, you know, show my many faces. And at the same time, I can be Bob the Plumber.
Well, yes, I know that, but I also know that you can be very to the point. So I'm wearing my dress. Okay, don't worry. Just picture this, okay? I'm wearing a dress. It just does not flatter me at all. And I mean, you know me, okay? it just doesn't flatter me. How do you tell me that it's just not good for me?
Truth is, I might not even notice you. But if I did, I don't know. I'm not so sure it's something that I would do. However, if I were to, I'd probably call you aside and say to you that I love your dress, but it's not for you. Maybe the color, you probably need to wear a different color. Maybe because of you being top heavy, a plunge neckline may be nice. It might be more flattering for you. I know people can be conscious because they're top heavy, but it's also sexy. If you know what your cuts are, what your necklines are, you can actually flatter yourself and make yourself a little more appealing. Your torso, if you have a short torso, long torso, I might say to you, you know, what type of skirt or the cuts for the dress, the tailoring. But I'll be nice about it.
You'll be nice. Okay. I ask you because many times, and this is more the women than the men, I see women wearing things that just is not right for them. And I don't know them. And I say to whoever I'm with, we all look, because honestly, when you see someone, you just automatically look. Just as when someone is dressed wonderfully well, everyone
They
looks.
stand out.
When you don't, the same thing happens. Everyone looks and they don't say anything. And I will say, and I've on occasion say to whoever I'm with, I think someone should tell her, or I think someone should tell him. And they say, oh, no, don't say anything.
But
What would you advise?
People wear what they have, and their circumstances may be different. Because for all you know, you might be wearing a dress that your aunt gave you. And, I mean, how, you know, you understand what I'm saying?
You wear that at home, or you just go into the shop and out. You don't wear it if you don't like it.
No, but the fact that your aunt gave it to you, you love it. You're not going to think that it's not nice.
Okay, let me ask you another question then. What about a designer, you know, something from a designer? You've got Louis is designer, nice, beautiful, elegant clothes, and you see a woman wearing it and it's just not, she's got the wrong size, or it's just not right for her. And because you know Louis very well, you know he's going to be upset if someone took a picture of his design on somebody who he's not doing it justice. I'm assuming he would get upset. He might just say, he might laugh it off, I don't know. I'm assuming he might get upset. But you know him very well, and you know that he would have preferred his dress to be shown better. I mean, what would you do? Would you call him and tell him?
Yes, I would tell him, I saw your design. I saw somebody carrying your dress. Or I might say, I'm going to refer, or I might say to the person, let me refer you to the designer. I think he can do something for you. When you call a designer.
Why is Louis in St. Lucia?
Well, Louis is here as part of the St. Lucia Fashion Week Showcase. He is here to judge the emerging designers, to provide guidance and support for them. He's also going to be showing on Saturday his collection of 20 pieces, quite a big collection. And he's also here to celebrate his birthday.
Oh, when's his birthday? Maybe he doesn't want to say. I'll ask him then.
It's Monday, but he'll chat with you.
Okay.
Yeah, and just to take in St. Lucia, a piece of St. Lucia. Also, I'm sure he's going to be inspired for his next collection, as many have been. And pretty much to work with us and to ensure that not just for this event, but growing, and the possibility of also taking some of our talents on show with him. It's one way to get, emerging designers. You have to pair up with celebrities and people who know the market, who've been out there, to at least provide them guidance.
What kind of a celebrity is he? Is he the kind that would actually help someone if someone came up to him and said, "Oh, Louis, I need some help" or whatever? Is he the kind of person?
Oh, he'd love to do that and transform you. Oh, he has a lot. Oh, he loves doing that.
Because some people, they have the talent, but they're shy, or they just feel, well, I can't approach him, or he'll laugh at my,
I know what you're talking about. No, he's not like that. He's really a down-to-earth guy.
Okay.
He can mingle at it, all levels.
Well, for you, what was your favorite fashion era?
I'd say the 60s.
Yeah.
I like the retro. I like the classic. I just love it. The Jack U, if you think of Joan Collins and, classic.
Yeah.
Very
Well, I have to say, every time I think of Joan Collins, I'm sorry, but I think of shoulder pads. But that was that the 70s or the 80s? Yeah. She used to wear those big shoulder pads.
On the Dynasty show.
Oh my gosh, please.
But even so, the cuts were beautiful cuts in terms of her suiting. If you look at the suits and the cuts, and they were very flattering. It's just, the designer and the design of the day of the year, the trends at the time.
What did you think about the glasses of the 60s? I just thought they were just fantastic. The sunglasses, or just the normal glasses. Although I would laugh at them initially. I'm like, oh my God, those battering things.
I used to wear them.
But they're coming back just like fashion, isn't it?
Well, fashion is a cycle. I've always said so to people. There are things that my mom had I probably laughed at. There are things that my dad wore back in the days, like the bells and all of that. They've changed the name. They call them palazzo. They find other names to call them. But it's the same thing. It's the cycle. It really is the cycle. If you look at the shoes, the patterns and all of that.
Okay, well, I'm going to say goodbye to you shortly, so I just want you to recap very quickly. How can St. Lucia support what you're doing, and give us the dates and times, please?
Okay, tomorrow we're doing a free showcase at Bay Gardens Hotel. It is to promote boutique business and to, sort of start the vibe and get it going. On Saturday at the Sandals Grand, the tickets are 75 EC dollars, quite cheap for what you're going to get. But Saturday we also, let me just plug that in. We are doing it's a new initiative called the Legends of Style Awards. This is to pay homage and to acknowledge the contributions of women and persons who have made their mark in the industry in St. Lucia. And it's important. I'm also celebrating 30 years in the industry, and I think I need to crown it as one of the things that
congratulations
I'd like to introduce to St. Lucia.
How does it feel to be in the industry for 30 years, being the forefront of it in St. Lucia?
To be honest with you, I feel great. I mean, my passion runs really deep for it. If I were to look at it on the flip side, I've wasted a lot of time. And I'm saying so because of the level of support. And then you see everybody else is sort of benefiting from, the legwork and stuff. And then all of a sudden everybody's just springing up. But for what it's worth, the relationships that I have forged, the youngsters that have come through our doors, and I look at them, and they've emerged beautifully. They're better people. The designers who have shared and who have grown, everybody, I'm blessed. And I'm ever so grateful for everybody who supported me through the years, the sponsors who have come on board. I have sponsors who have been with us from the inception.
Name some of those sponsors, because I do know how important it is. Without sponsors, nothing happens.
Agreed.
So please give them some time.
Okay, we have Baron Foods has been with us from inception. The Ministry of Commerce, they came later in the years, but they've been with us through thick and thin. We have, we were first at the Cultural Center, now we had Sandals. Bay Gardens, for years, Mrs. Paul has always made a contribution in whatever way she could. It's just, I don't have to think. But these are the people who stand out. These are the people, when I pick up the phone and I call, the answer is always yes, we're going to work it out. And I'm ever so grateful for that.
Senator Paul, she's just
she's a fashionista,
she is, isn't she? Like I always say that she is an unqualified designer, because although she told me
has a sense of style.
She has a really wonderful sense of style, and she also said to me, because she was here once, and she was saying how when she was younger she used to design and make clothes, and people would wonder, who made your clothes? They wouldn't believe that she was the one who did it. You know, it's just amazing how much talent we have. Well, anyway, congratulations for your 30 years. And how can people contact you in terms of finding out about the event?
We have tickets available at Sunshine Bookstore in JQ Mall in Rodney Bay. And tomorrow we will be selling tickets at the venue at Bay Gardens. And they can always pay at the door if they don't get the ticket before. But we try to encourage them to get tickets before, because the seating and the set is such that it's always better when you have your ticket before coming.
Okay.
But they can come and join us tomorrow evening at Bay Gardens Hotel next to Indies off of the highway. So if you want to take a bus to come up, you can. And it's a free event.
Okay, from 6:30 did you say?
6:30, yeah.
Okay, great. So there's no excuse, people. If you want to support, fashion, it's free, and there's lots of advice there. And some of the people that you see there, they don't always have the time to be and do what they're doing tomorrow, so take advantage of that. So Joycey, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I wish you all the best for the weekend and for the week.
Thank you.
And enjoy the tour of St. Lucia, because of course St. Lucia is beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Simply the best.
Simply the best. All right, so thank you for being with us. Right, I told you tonight's giveaway is a glass pendant from Romani, which is located at the Rex St. Lucia, and we're going to give away 2 of them, and here's one of them, okay? Visit delawfactorlive.com to see what they look like. All you have to do is answer this question: where is Romani located? Where is Romani located? Easy. When we come back, we welcome Charmaine Anatole, so don't go away.